Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, very good afternoon. Fine. Sanika, Hiram, Pranil. Shanvi. Chalo. So last class we already started with the polygenic inheritance, also called as the quantitative inheritance. And polygenic inheritance means what? That is single character. It is controlled by more than two genes, right? And in this condition, we'll discuss one example: human skin color. That is production of the melanin pigment. It is depend upon the three pair of gene, that is A, B, and C. So if 6 dominant, it will be gives rise to black color. If zero dominant means entirely recessive condition, that time it gives rise to albino, that is a white color person. There is no melanin production in that particular human. And if there is a 3 dominant, that time there is a production of the intermediate one. And intermediate one means in maximum world population they are having skin tone, that is skin color, they are intermediate. So that's why we already discussed. If you talk about what is a phenotypic ratio in case of three gene, that is in case of the polygenic inheritance for the three pair of the gene, so that ratio will be become 1 as to 6 as to 15 as to 20 as to 15 as to 6 as to 1. All these are the information about human skin color. Now another point, last class we already discussed, that is human skin color. Basically they are showing a variation. So how many skin tones are there? Skin color, total 7 skin colors are there. So 7 skin color, it is represented by a bell shaped graph. So simply we are talking about whatever the polygenic inheritance, whatever we are talking about, that is polygenic inheritance, that inheritance simply it is represented by, it's represented by bell shape graph. Which graph? Bell shaped graph. It is represented by bell shaped graph. So what is meaning of the bell shape? Suppose like this. So these are the condition. Maximum middle. At the middle, basically they are having the maximum population, or you can say there is a maximum one. Suppose maximum according to when you talk about the bell shaped graph for the human skin color. Here we represent for human skin color. So in case of the skin color in human, basically they are having 1 as to 6 as to 15 as to 20 as to 15 as to 6 as to 1. So maximum basically they are having how many? Total number there is a 20 progeny. They are having phenotype, that is intermediate color. Now if you go towards the left hand side, as well as when you go towards the downward side, now the number of the progeny will be get reduced. It means they become 15 15. Again when you go towards the left hand side as well as toward the right hand side, now again the progeny number it will be get decreased, that is a 6 6. And when you talk about terminal means the least progeny, exactly, so they are having only 1 and 1. So do you understand? Heart age. So do you understand? Bell shaped graph means what? Bell shaped graph means these are the human skin color, and maximum whatever we are talking about 20, these are the intermediate color, or you can say there is a people those are having the intermediate skin tone. So number they are having maximum, and but when we are going towards the left hand side as well as the right hand side, the number of the progeny with respect to that particular color it will be get decreased. So dark color and the albino color, they are very rare peoples they are present in world. Again very dark color and the very fair color they are having less numbers. Again dark color and the fair color they are having greater than their one. And intermediate, that is a 20 progeny out of the 64, they are having maximum skin tone, that is an intermediate color. Got it? So bell shape means like this. So do you got this idea what is meaning of this bell shaped graph? When you talk about a polygenic inheritance, you have to represent like this. Done? Hmm. Okay, fine. Chalo. So next point, simply we are talking about with respect to. No, Pranil. Acha. But I can see it's not frozen. It's moving properly. Yes, because I'm also opening on mobile now. Pranil, just check your internet connectivity. क्या बात कर रहे हो? One second then. Three people said मतलब गड़बड़ है. 1 second now. I will share the screen again. Sanika. Okay. Now. Okay, okay. Chalo. Please complete this diagram. These are the for polygenic inheritance. Done? Hmm. Okay. Should I continue next part? Yes, no, say something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, chalo. So all these are the about the human skin color. Now we are talking about a last point, that is a tri-hybrid cross, because here we in human skin color we discuss the three pair of the gene. So this point is similar. So already we studied the monohybrid cross. Again we already studied the dihybrid cross. Now we are talking about tri-hybrid cross according to Mendel. It's a Mendelian trihybrid cross. Okay, Mendelian trihybrid cross. So what is meaning of the Mendelian trihybrid cross? There is a presence of total three pairs of the gene. So we just try to understand what is the phenotypic and the genotypic ratio. There is no question on trihybrid cross, because when you talk about the trihybrid cross, total 64 progeny get produced, and that time it's create lots of confusion. So we are simply talking about trihybrid cross. What is what is a phenotypic ratio? That's it. Suppose trihybrid cross means we are talking about it is a study of study of any three character. And basically Mendel selected character, that is one character, that is height, stem height. He selected one character, that is a stem height. Another character selected, that is a flower color. And the third character he selected, that is a flower position. So you know very well, stem height, these are the tall dark in dominant recessive condition. Even color, there is a purple dominant and the white, these are the recessive. And when you talk about a flower position, in case of the flower position, axial, these are the dominant, and the terminal or apical, these are the recessive condition. So he selected three character, and on the basis of the three character he just find out the trihybrid cross. Same process hoga, that is one is completely dominant parent, another one is completely recessive parent, another one what we say, there is a formation of the selfing, and in F2 it will be get result, and result basically we are talking about first of all the phenotypic ratio. This phenotypic ratio basically is a selfing result because we are talking about Mendelian. So phenotypic ratio basically these are 3 adds to 1 raised to 3, because see 3 adds to 1, these are the phenotypic ratio for the monohybrid cross. Raised to 3 means what? We are talking about the trihybrid cross. So when you solve such question, that time we will get answer, that is 27 adds to 9, 9, 9, 3 times 9, 3 times 3, and finally 1. So these are the phenotypic ratio for trihybrid cross. And when you calculate a genotypic ratio, actually it's far lengthy, so we are not taking, we are using some shortcut. Phenotypic ratio, that is 1 as 2, sorry, genotypic ratio 1 as 2, 2 as to 1, this for monohybrid. And if you want to represent trihybrid, that time just raise bracket raised to 3. So whatever the answer will become, that answer for the genotypic. Don't worry, there is a no question on genotypic ratio of the trihybrid cross because it is a quite lengthy. Got it? Simply because remember one thing, human skin color, they are polygenic inheritance. It is not coming under trihybrid cross. Polygenic inheritance means what? Single character, it is controlled by the many gene, more than 2 gene or the 3 pair of the gene. What is meaning of the trihybrid cross? 3 pair of the gene, they control 3 character. These are the study of 3 character. Sanika, what is the ratio for the phenotypic ratio for the monohybrid cross? 3 adds to 1. ये कौन सा cross है? Trihybrid. So just you have to 3 adds to 3 raised to 3. That's it. 3 it is represent for what? 3 it is represent for trihybrid cross. These 3 as well as these 3. So when you solve such question, you will get such kind of this answer. Simple. Dihybrid के लिए भी same होगा. If you want to shortcut, if you want to use the shortcut, what is a dihybrid cross? So you simply write down 3 adds to 1 raised to 2. It is this 2, it is represent for what? Dihybrid cross. And when you solve by mathematically, so you will get the correct answer, that is 9331. Phenotypic ratio for dihybrid. Done this part? Please repeat why human there have. Are Baba, Tej, how many genes, how many pair of the gene control the human skin color? बताओ मुझे. Tej, mic करो on mic. Please on your mic. Tell me, human skin color, it is controlled by how many genes? Tej. 3 pair of the gene, na? A, B, C. 3 pairs of the gene. That 3 pairs of the gene, A is a different gene, B is a different gene, C is a different gene. 3 different genes, they control one character, that is a skin color. Skin color a character one, right? That's why we are talking about that is a polygenic inheritance. Many genes control single character, right? 3 pair of the allele, they control the single character, that is skin color. What is the meaning of the trihybrid cross? यहाँ पे भी 3 pair of the genes are present, but they control 3 different character. तेज. ठीक है. चलो. So any doubt from the trihybrid cross and the human skin color? Any doubt? So please write down one homework. You have to find out. Okay, it's a homework for you. Find out phenotypic ratio. Find out phenotypic ratio for kernel color in wheat. Find out phenotypic ratio in kernel color of wheat. Remember one thing, ratio something should be different because kernel color in wheat is controlled by 2 pair of the gene. तो इसका आंसर अलग होगा. Check the notes, check the whatever you have the source and tell me what will be the answer for this one. Ratio should be different. Remember one thing, phenotypic skin color ratio and the kernel color in wheat phenotypic ratio, they are totally different because human skin color is controlled by 3 pair of the gene. This character, it is controlled by 2 pair of the genes. So phenotypic ratio should be different. But they are showing bell-shaped graph. ये तो पक्का है, बेल शेप पक्का होगा, मींस इंटरमीडिएट दे आर हैविंग हाईएस्ट वैल्यू and when you go towards the downward and as well as the leftward, the number it will be get reduced. ठीक है. Okay. Yeah. So these are the homework for you. You have to tell me in next class. Chalo. So last point of this normal Mendelian era, because quickly we'll start with the mutation. That is, mutation is mostly we talk about the diseases, how they created, etc., etc. But before that, we are talking about a very simple logic and the simple concept. What is meaning of maternal inheritance? Maternal inheritance. Yash, do you remember आपने question पूछा था? What is meaning of the, I think, inbreeding depression or suppression something? Yash, what is your question, dear? Maternal inheritance, also called as the cytoplasmic inheritance. Huh. So what is meaning of this maternal inheritance or the cytoplasmic inheritance? When you talk about such kind of this inheritance, basically the factors, something of factors are there, that factor they coming from the mother, or you can say that some particular factor they coming from cytoplasm. So simply we are talking about what is meaning of the cytoplasmic inheritance, or what is meaning of that maternal inheritance. Maternal inheritance, or you can say that is cytoplasmic inheritance, it is present in higher organism. Now what happened? There is some factors are there. There is some factors, and that factors it is called as the plasma gene. More specifically, that factor it is called as a which gene? That is a plasma gene. That factors, basically that plasma gene, it is present in plastid. Plastid means simply we are talking about chloroplast. Even it is present in mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, as well as it is present in some special particle. It is present in some special particles like a kappa particle, Kappa particle basically is present in paramecium. It is present in paramecium and there is a presence of sigma particle. There is a presence of sigma particle, and this sigma particle specifically it is present in Drosophila. Drosophila. So I'm repeating this point again. Now, what is meaning of the maternal inheritance? Maternal inheritance is what? From the mother body or from cytoplasm of the mother, some factors they get transferred. You know very well, when you talk about the any kind of this organism, it will get developed when 50% genetic material coming from the mother and the 50% genetic material coming from the father. So 50% they align with each other, and now there is a production of the one organism which is a diploid organism. But these are the something a special condition where we are talking about some factors. That factor it is called as a plasma gene. They are coming from the only single parent. Maybe they completely coming from the mother, or they are completely coming from the father. No, both parents they get involved. Only uniparental transmission. Just in case, see, remember one thing. Uniparental transmission means what? There are some factors are there. That factor is called as the plasma gene. Plasma gene. That plasma gene, they're not present in all organisms. They're present in plastid. They're present in mitochondria. They're present in paramecium as a kappa particle, as well as they're present in Drosophila as a sigma particle. So now what happened? Such factor those are present in particular organism, right? Now what happened? Whatever we are talking about such factor, these factors nothing but simply we are talking about some specific kind of this plasma gene. So what is function of that plasma gene? So that factors nothing but plasma gene controlling cytoplasmic inheritance. It will be control it will be control inheritance, that is cytoplasmic inheritance. They control the cytoplasmic inheritance, right? And now what happens when you talk about the cytoplasmic inheritance? They are uniparental, right? Because normally what happens, जब कभी भी progeny form होगा, 50% material it is coming from the father and the 50% material coming from the mother. But sometimes what happens, mother's cytoplasm, they play very important role, because mother's cytoplasm, they are having large amount of the cytoplasmic material, number of the mitochondria, organelles or nutrition, they are more. So major role to provide nutrition is performed by female, is performed by the egg. So when you talk about a cytoplasmic inheritance, simple meaning hai, these are the uniparental. These are the uniparental inheritance. So I hope you understand what is meaning of the uniparental. So these are the uniparental inheritance. So quickly we are taking a few examples, so we'll get idea what is meaning of this cytoplasmic inheritance. Suppose first example we are talking about, there is a presence of the mitochondria. Presence of the mitochondria in yeast, that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. And now we are talking about inside the yeast, there is a presence of peptide character, right? Peptide character. Peptide means simply we are talking about DARF. Peptide. Peptide means what? Peptide also called as the DARF. So DARF character, it will be get developed. Peptide one, that is DARF character. Normally what happens? Suppose here we are talking about there is a presence of the two parents. Okay, presence of the two parents. Now suppose we are talking about in this condition, basically peptide क्यों लिख रही हूँ मैं? Peptide. So peptide basically suppose father peptide है. Is peptide, father they are having peptide mitochondria, and now they cross with the normal female, right? Now you know very well, when there is a cross, so something a hybrid product will be produced. So peptide means what? Dark height, right? Normal means what? Normal height. So when you talk about the expression, generally in F1, something a hybrid produce will be get developed. But in this scenario, there is a production of the all normal mitochondria. The mitochondria, they are not peptide. All the mitochondria, they are normal. Why they are normal? Because from the mother, there is a transmission of something a plasma gene. Because mitochondria, these are the coming under the plasma gene. So in all progeny, plasma gene, it will be get transferred, and due to that plasma gene, all progeny, they obtain normal size of the mitochondria, because mitochondria sorry, mitochondria also they are coming under the condition, there is a maternal inheritance or cytoplasmic inheritance, where something factor, some specific factor, some plasma gene, they transfer from only single parent, and in this condition from female body plasma gene, it will get transferred. So all the progeny which is present in F1, they produce a normal kind of what we say mitochondria. Another example we are taking with respect to plastid, and in case of the plastid we are talking about example, that is Mirabilis jalapa. Plant का नाम है, 4 o'clock common name. So Mirabilis jalapa, common name 4 o'clock. So in case of the what we say, in case of the plastid we are talking about, there is an example leaf color. So leaf color also they are coming under this condition, that is cytoplasmic inheritance. Leaf color may be green, leaf color maybe they are pale, maybe they are variegated. So they are again coming under maternal inheritance or cytoplasmic inheritance. And the last example, there is a presence of the male sterility in Zea mays. Male sterility, example maize. Example basically we are talking about, that is a Zea mays. When you talk about the Zea mays category, so in this condition, Zea mays, it's a botanical name for the maize, and again in this condition when you talk about the male sterility, do you understand the sterility word? Male basically they produce sterile. Reason is what? due to defective mitochondrial gene. Due to defective mitochondrial gene, because mitochondrial gene again it is coming from the single parent, and if there is a mutation or is this any what we say means is this any defect, is this any mutation in that particular gene, so all the progeny they obtain that particular disease reason because from the single parent that entire gene they are coming. So such kind of this condition is called as the maternal inheritance or also called as the cytoplasmic inheritance, where there is a presence of the some gene, there is a something a production. Ma'am, how mitochondria affect the reproduction? Normally, yes, what happened? Mitochondria it's a one organelle, and that organelle is present inside the cell, right? It's a one organelle. But mitochondria, chloroplast, and the viruses they are having same kind of the multiplication. Mitochondria as well as the chloroplast you can grow on petri plate. Petri plate means what in chemistry? जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि bacterial growth हम कर रहे हैं in laboratory, or virus can be multiplied in laboratory in artificial medium. Similarly, mitochondria as well as the chloroplast you can grow inside the lab. So all these are the study means whatever we are talking about, all they are experimental study. From the cell, scientists remove the mitochondria, they cultivated on the another medium and they observe that agar normal female hai, so what happened, if female is defective then what happened, suppose is this any petite condition or is this any sterile factor, so how it will be affect on the progeny. So they understood that not every time 50-50% is scenario. Normally what happen, हम क्या कहते हैं कि whatever the characters are there, whatever is character, 50% coming from the mother and the 50% coming from the father. But we have some example like mitochondria, chloroplast, sigma particle as well as the kappa particle. They are showing uniparental transmission. Means all these factor they coming from the single parent. So mitochondria, chloroplast mostly they coming from the mother, right? Mostly they coming from the mother. When you talk about the male sterility, it is coming from the father. So these are the conditions. So maternal inheritance, or you can say there is a cytoplasmic inheritance. Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am, could you please repeat about plastid?
See, plastid, basically you know very well plastid is divided into three parts: leucoplast, amyloplast, and the chloroplast, right? Now, when you talk about this plastid, it will be studied in Mirabilis jalapa. Mirabilis jalapa, common name 4 o'clock. What scientists observe? They observe a leaf color. Now what happened? Due to defect in chloroplast, they observe the three different color of the leaf. Sometimes totally green color leaf, sometimes pale that is a yellow color leaves are there. And sometimes they obtain the variegated leaf. Variegated leaf means what? At the some places, green color patches are there on the same leaf, okay? On same leaf, green and the white color patches are there. It means that something defective chloroplast is get produced. Something defective that plastid is there. That's why they are obtaining such different three colors. Hmm? So, ma'am, is
Yes.
observed only in some organism that mitochondria affect the reproduction. Obviously, Yash, mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell, and if you require reproduction means energy is required, ATP is required because cell division hoga, mitosis process hoga, ATP should be required. And if there is a mitochondria defective, ultimately they can affect on reproduction also. And you know very well, in lower organism, reproduction is equal to cell division. ठीक है? यश, आपका जो क्वेश्चन है ना, इनब्रीडिंग डिप्रेशन, इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द zoology. आपको एक हार्डी विनबर लॉ होगा. Hardy Weinberg law. Under the Hardy Weinberg law, you will study this one. I just telling you orally. Inbreeding diffraction means what? If suppose if you are continuously doing selfing, do you understand selfing? Selfing, right? If from the single from F1 you are doing the selfing, again in F2 you are doing the selfing, in F3 also you are doing the selfing, in F4 also you are doing the selfing. So due to selfing, now they're responsible for dominancy. Dominancy means what? Some a drastic gene, some variation gene, some superior quality gene, they get vanish. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि अगर ब्लड रिलेशन में अगर शादी की, that time they can cause a different diseases or the disorder. So whatever the progeny will be get produced, that is not too smart. But if you are doing the marriage with long relationship, so that time whatever the progeny will be get produced, that progeny they are having something a superior quality of the gene. Normally ऐसे ही होता है ना, same condition. Inbreeding depression means what? If you are doing selfing means what? Mating between the blood relation. So that time the superior quality of the gene it will be get suppressed and the dominance it will be get increased. So that simple concept is called as the inbreeding depression. इसका आंसर सिंपल है, continuously selfing it will be due to something adverse effect which is promote dominance and decrease the biodiversity. ठीक है, okay, चलो. So all these are the information about the Mendel, about the Morgan, about the sex determination ratio. Mostly in this chapter we'll discuss about the sex chromosome, that is XX and the XY, and the different types, जैसे ZZ, ZW, XX, X0. So different kind of. So all up to this, all these are the information about the basic inheritance. Now second part we are talking about this chapter, that is mutation. And mutation nothing but we'll try to understand what is the different types of the mutation, why mutation is get created, and if there is a mutation, what kind of this diseases, what kind of this syndrome it will appear in human. Whatever we are talking about, we mostly focus on the human disorders. Yes. Yes, normally what happen? Selfing मतलब क्या होता है? What is meaning of the selfing? In F1, suppose there is a total 4 progeny get produced. 2 baby boy, 2 baby girl. Now what happen? You have to select from F1 one baby and the one boy. दोनों में cross करो and you can produce the F2. Now again in F2, suppose there is a total, how many? Total again 4 progeny. Suppose again into that 4 progeny, 2 boy, 2 girl. Select that one girl, select that one boy. Again they are doing the cross between them, and you can obtain the F3, right? Because parents they are same. First generation जो होगा, dominant and the recessive parent they are same. उसको क्रॉस किया, देन यू प्रोड्यूस द F1, फिर से उसको सेल्फिंग किया, देन यू प्रोड्यूस द F2, फिर से उसको सेल्फिंग किया, अगेन यू प्रोड्यूस द F3. सिंपल ह्यूमन के साथ को रिलेट करो. इफ यू आर डूइंग ब्लड रिलेशन मैरिज, सपोज इफ यू आर डूइंग मैरिज विद योर auntie's daughter or whatever your blood relation where you allow, because it's changes to religion. But suppose if you're doing blood marriage in blood relation, so that time what happened? Now something, a common lineage, do you understand lineage? Something, a gene lineage which is present in your body as well as your partner body, means there is no any combination, because something genes they are common, because you are coming from the blood relation, right? Because somewhere your ancestor they are same, not one generation above, not second generation, maybe 7 8 9 generation, koi na koi to common hoga, and that DNA is coming from your body. So maybe possible you are coming in blood relation. So that's we are talking about when you are doing marriages in blood relation, that time superior quality of the gene it is not transferred to next generation, and sometimes it creates some diseases, some disorder, etc etc. हम ये आगे देखेंगे when you talk about the Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria, that is a royal family, they have one rule, they should be married with only royal family. उनका एक rule है, and that's the reason they are having the hemophilia disease, and that disease is transferred from one generation to next generation. I mean F2 हमने ठीक है. Yes, done. चलो. So write down the title, mutation. Again थोड़ा सा theoretical part है, but easy. Write down the title. Next part of this chapter, mutation. Mutation nothing but these are the something a sudden hereditary change. Hereditary change means change in DNA level, change in DNA, change in gene, which is responsible for gives rise to something different kind of the phenomena. Normal जो होना चाहिए, that normal they affect, they create some kind of this different phenotypic ratio. So when you talk about a mutation, simple definition for your board: sudden hereditary or sudden heritable discontinuous variation. Discontinuous variation which appear in the organism or in the progeny due to permanent change in their genotype. Important one, that is a permanent change. Due to permanent change in their genotype. So simple है, you know very well. When you talk about any kind of this DNA, कोई भी DNA होने दो. Suppose there is a presence of this something a DNA, or that DNA you can say there is a segment of gene. So suppose you are taking any DNA or any gene. That DNA or that gene, it's undergo the process of messenger RNA formation. Suppose there is a 5' to 3', there is a formation of the messenger RNA. On this messenger RNA, ribosome come and they bind, and now there is a production of the specific kind of the protein or specific kind of the enzyme. And you know very well that protein and the enzyme, they are showing something of phenotypic ratio. It's represent for, it is represent a phenotype. It will be get expression.
Ma'am, can you scroll up?
It will be gives some kind of this expression. Got it? Whatever we are having the skin color same hoga, because in our body, in our chromosome, there is a presence of the 3 genes, that is A, B, C. That A, B, C gene, it will be get expressed. Now there is a production of the melanin pigment, and now that melanin pigment will decide what is our skin tone. Similarly, our body character, nose shape, hair color, hair pattern, eye color, eye size, everything, whatever we have the character, it is totally depend upon the DNA. But suppose is this any permanent change in DNA, permanent change in gene, that time it will produce the faulty messenger RNA. And if that faulty messenger RNA will be get expressed, it means that they produce a faulty protein or no protein at all. Sometimes protein forming nahi hota. That time also they can create a different diseases, different disorder. So in this chapter, we'll try, means in this point we'll try to understand types of mutation, causes of mutation, and some disorders which is related to human. Okay? So these are the simple definition for the mutation. Next one, who coined the term mutation? The term mutation coined by is discontinuous, sudden heritable discontinuous variation, not continuous. Okay? Because see, mutation is a slow process. Mutation is a slow process. When you talk about the evolution, that time you understand. Evolution and the mutation, both they are very slow process. Suddenly change nahi hota. Slowly that change will be get occur, and now after some time they get reflect. So it's a discontinuous. So write down the term mutation coined by scientist. The term mutation coined by scientist. One example, Hugo de Varis. Question. Hugo de Varis, name of the scientist who coined the term mutation. Okay? Now, next point, write down the title. We are talking about types of mutation. Types of mutation. ठीक है सानिका. एक सेकंड. So write down the title, types of mutation. Just see, because we have to draw one table. I just draw first and then you can continue. So types of the mutation, 3 types of the mutation we'll study. 3 types of the mutation. Number 1, genomatic mutation. First one, genomatic mutation. and such genomatic mutation also called as numerical mutation. Numerical means something with respect to numbers. So they are also called as a numerical mutation. First point. Second type we'll discuss about chromosomal aberration. Means something a change or mutation with respect to gene, gene position, gene sequence. So second type of the mutation, chromosomal aberration. And the last and the third one, that is gene mutation. Gene mutation also called as point mutation. Gene mutation, and this gene mutation also called as point mutation. So quickly we are writing the definition, simple definition with respect to three, that is numerical mutation also called as the genomatic mutation, second one chromosomal aberration, and the third one gene mutation also called as point mutation. So should we start with the genomatic one? Hmm? Okay. So first of all, number one, genomatic mutation. Genomatic mutation nothing but that is change with respect to WRT, change with respect to chromosome number. Change with respect to chromosome number. Such kind of this mutation, these are called as genomatic mutation. Simple definition, we are not creating any lengthy one. Genomatic mutation also called as a numerical mutation. So change with respect to chromosome number. Detail we'll study soon. Another point, there is a chromosomal aberration. Chromosomal aberration means in this condition, change with respect to gene number as well as gene position as well as gene sequence So if is this any change with respect to gene related information like number, like gene position or sequence, such kind of this mutation they are called as chromosomal aberration. And the last point, when you talk about a gene mutation also called as the point mutation, that is change with respect to nucleotide number, nucleotide sequence or nucleotide type. So simply the last one, gene mutation, simple meaning that is a change with respect to nucleotide. You know very well what is meaning of the nucleotide, right? Nucleotide sequence, even nucleotide number, and as well as that is a nucleotide type, means ATGC, whatever is there, purine is there, pyrimidine is there, on the basis of that. So if there is a change with respect to any nucleotide, such kind of this mutation, that is called as the gene mutation. We are talking about a typical definition for the point mutation. Specifically, when you talk about a point mutation is what? There is a change with respect to only one base pair or only one nucleotide. So point means what? Maybe adenine it is get faulty, maybe guanine it is get faulty, maybe cytosine is faulty, maybe thymine is faulty, or sometime AT completely faulty, that is one base pair, or maybe GC they are completely faulty. So point mutation nothing but that is change with respect to WRT. So change with respect to one base pair. So for the base pair you have to write down that is a BP, or one nucleotide. One nucleotide. So if you talk about that is a particular change with respect to one base pair. BP, that is a base pair, okay? Adenine pairs with the thymine, it's a one base pair. Guanine pairs with the cytosine, GC, they are one base pair. Nucleotide means what? Single nucleotide. Individual nucleotide. Even what I say? Adenine is a nucleotide. Thymine is a one nucleotide. Guanine is a one nucleotide. Cytosine is nucleotide. But when they pair, ATGC, that is a base pair. Got it? So थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ में आ गया. What is the simple definition with respect to genomatic mutation, chromosomal aberration, and gene mutation? Yes. Fine. So first of all, we are talking about the first type in detail, genotypic mutation, also called as the numerical mutation. Write down number one. First one, genomatic or numerical mutation. Just we discuss numerical, nothing but we are talking about change with respect to number, there is a chromosome number. So such genomatic or the numerical mutation, they divide into two types. First one, that is aneuploidy. Naam alag hai, but you have to remember aneuploidy, right? And aneuploidy, second one, that is a euploidy. Yes, difference part is done. We are talking about detail about the genomatic and the numerical mutation. So first of all, we are talking about which one? That is aneuploidy, also called as the euploidy. Aneuploidy, nothing but simply we are talking about change with respect to aneuploidy, that is change with respect to WRT, change with respect to one or few chromosomes. That change with respect to one or few chromosomes. So such kind of this condition, these are called as aneuploidy. Okay? First one aneuploidy and the second one that is euploidy. When you talk about it is a change with respect to one or few chromosome, that time it is called as aneuploidy. Now that particular aneuploidy, they divide into again two subtypes. Aneuploidy. Such aneuploidy again they divide into two types. There is a hypoploidy and hyperploidy. First one, that is hypoploidy, and the second one, hyperploidy. Hypoploidy and the another second type, that is a hypo and the hypo. So hypo means what? Something less, right? So hypoploidy nothing but there is a loss of chromosome. What is meaning of the hypo? Hypo means what? There is a less number. There is a loss of chromosome. So if there is a loss of chromosome, that condition is called as the hypoploidy. Loss of chromosome means there is a loss of chromosome, and now that time mutation it will be get created. Suppose in our body total 46 chromosomes are there. Out of that 46, एक chromosome loss हो गया. Now suppose only 45 or the 44 chromosomes are there, so that time you can say it is a creative mutation, right? So if there is a loss of chromosome, that condition it is called as the hypoploidy. And if hyper means what? Gain of chromosome. Suppose total 46 chromosomes are there, but now that is a 46 plus 1. 1 means what? Maybe one copy is get added or two copy is get added, so that time you can say gain of chromosome. So gain of that typical chromosome, it is called as hyperploidy. So aneuploidy, nothing but that is change with respect to one or few chromosomes, one or the few. So maybe addition of chromosome or maybe deletion of chromosome. अगर add हो रहा है hyperploidy, if they get lost that time, that is hypoploidy. Second type, there is a euploidy. Euploidy means what? Addition or deletion of complete set of chromosome. Complete set means what? You know very well. Chromosome number 2. One chromosome coming from the means chromosome number 2. Half chromosome it is coming from the father, and the half chromosome it is coming from the mother, and they pair with each other because they are homologous chromosome, and now they can form a complete set of chromosome. But in some condition, entirely second chromosome they get lost or they get added. It's entire set. So that addition or the deletion is called as the euploidy. So euploidy nothing but that is addition or deletion of complete set of chromosome. Addition or deletion of complete set of chromosome. Complete set. In aneuploidy, we'll talk about few or one chromosome. But when we talk about the euploidy, in this condition, there is an addition or deletion of complete set of chromosome. So quickly, we are taking example for hyperploidy, for hypoploidy. Again, we talk about some example for euploidy also. And whatever we are taking the examples, these are the some disorders which is present in human, and definitely there is a fixed question, need point of view. तो यहाँ तो कोई डाउट है? डू यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ द टर्मिनोलॉजी? यूप्लॉइडी, अनयूप्लॉइडी, हाइपोप्लॉइडी, हाइपरप्लॉइडी. Done? Okay, 1 second. Yeah. Okay, chalo. So first of all, we are talking about hyperploidy, that is gain of chromosome. Listen this point very carefully, okay? Madhura. So write down first point. Number 1, we are talking about first type, that is hyperploidy, addition of one or few chromosome. First of all, we are taking a normal condition, and suppose we are taking that is at diploid condition, total 8 chromosomes are present. We are taking a simple one. So suppose it's a one organism XYZ. In this organism at diploid condition, total 8 chromosomes are there. And 8 chromosomes means we are talking about total how many pairs? Total 4 pair. हम जैसे कहते हैं ना कि हमारे बॉडी में total 46 chromosome है. 46 chromosome, or you can say 23 pair. Similarly, in diploid organism, total 8 chromosomes are there, or you can say there is a 4 pairs are present. Suppose we are just draw the chromosomes by simply, these are the chromosome number 1. So 1, 1. Suppose these are the chromosome number 2. So number 2, 2. Suppose these are the chromosome number 3. 3, 3. And suppose these are the chromosome number 4, that is a 4, 4. So these are the total 4 chromosomes. Always pair in pair, means 4 pairs actually. Now accidentally what happened, you can take any example, huh? But now what happened, accidentally due to mutation there is an addition of second chromosome. What I say, there is an addition of the second chromosome and only one copy of the chromosome it is get added. So simply I represent like this, plus 2 plus 2 like this. So what is meaning of this plus 2? Meaning of this plus 2 plus one straight line, that is addition of one copy of addition of one copy of second chromosome. One copy of second chromosome. So only one copy is get added. So now what will be the change? This change, it leads to formation of the trisomy. Trisomy means what? Whatever the organisms are there, they already diploid. पहले उसके body में 8 chromosomes present थे, but now there is an addition of the one copy of chromosome. So it will be represented by trisomy, that is 2n plus 1. 2n means what? Organism already diploid tha, but there is an addition of one copy of second chromosome. So that addition of the one copy we have to represent like a plus 1. So such condition, it is called as trisomy. This condition is called as which somy? That is a trisomy, right? Because addition of chromosome. Suppose we are taking a same diagram mein, but in this same diagram, change will be occur like this. Now plus 2 as well as the plus 3 it will be get added. Plus 2 as well as the plus 3. It means that one copy of second chromosome and one copy of third chromosome it is get added. So how you represent? In writing, there is addition of one copy of second and third chromosome. Second as well as the third chromosome. So that's why we are representing that is a plus 2 and the plus 3. So already organism diploid tha. Plus there is addition of the one copy of second chromosome. Plus there is addition of the one copy of third chromosome. So it will be represent like 2n plus 1 plus 1. Why we are not writing the 2? Because two different copies they get added. एक add हो गया second chromosome and this another copy they added from the third chromosome. So that's why we are representing like a 2n plus 1 plus 1. Such condition it is called as the double trisomy. Such condition is called as the double trisomy. Suppose we are taking a same diagram, that is in diploid organism, there is a presence of 2n is equal to 8 chromosome. But now in this condition, pair of chromosome it is get added. We are taking a special condition. Now pair of chromosome it is get added. Pair of chromosome is, suppose we are talking about there is a plus 2 plus 2. So we have 2 chromosome, these are the plus 2. So now what you understand from this condition? 2 copies of second chromosome it is get added. Yes or no? How many copies now? 2 copies. 2 copies of second chromosome. Second chromosome it is get added. That's why it is represented by pair of the chromosome. So in this condition, both the copies they are from same chromosome. So यहाँ पे हम कैसे represent करेंगे? Already organism is diploid, that is a 2n plus 2. Why we are writing 2 plus 2? Because both the copies they are belonging to same chromosome. They are not different chromosomes. So that's why we have to represent 2n plus 2. So such condition it is called as tetrasomy. Tetrasomy. Okay, already diploid, but again 2 copies of the same chromosome it is get added. And suppose in last condition, same diagram we are taking, this one, same diagram, and in this condition now pair of second and the third chromosome it is get added. Pair of second as well as third chromosome it is get added. दोनों chromosome add हो गए. So how you represent in diagram? You represent like plus 2 plus 2, one copy, another copy, another one that is a plus 3 dash plus 3 dash. So how it is represent? Already organism diploid tha. Now the two copies of the second chromosome, sorry, two copies of the second chromosome, again two copies of the third chromosome. So it will be represent 2n plus 2 plus 2. It means that it is called as double tetrasomy. Double tetrasomy. यश listen, euploidy हम बाद में देख रहे हैं because in case of the euploidy entire set of the chromosome it is get added or deleted. ये हम आगे देखेंगे, don't worry, we'll talk about this part. Euploidy is a later addition or deletion of the complete basic set of chromosome. Complete basic set. It's not a euploidy. ठीक है. So all these are the condition that is coming under the hyperploidy. So do you understand? Trisomy that is a 2n plus 1. Double trisomy that is a 2n plus 1 plus 1. Tetrasomy that is a 2n plus 2. Double tetrasomy that is a 2n plus 2 plus 2. Any doubt from hyperploidy? Because we have to discuss some disorders which is present in human. Done? Okay, Sanika, chalo. So write down examples for the trisomy. So we are talking about some human disorders actually. Some human disorder with respect to trisomy. And what is meaning of the trisomy? That is 2n plus 1. How it is get created, we'll see this part quickly. Once we complete the hypoploidy, then we'll talk about how that addition or the deletion of the chromosome is possible. Because there is a faulty process in during the meiosis process, there is no equal segregation of the chromosome. Due to that reason, such addition or the deletion phenomena will occur. So we'll see that part later quickly. But first of all, we are talking about some disorder, more specifically human disorder with respect to trisomy. पहला disease है Down syndrome. First disease, that is a Down syndrome. Down syndrome basically it is related to 21st chromosome. It is related to 21st chromosome, and you know very well 21st chromosome basically it is coming under autosomes. So these are the something autosomal disorder. When you talk about this Down syndrome organism, maybe male or may be female, they are affected in both actually because it's related to autosomes. So this Down syndrome which is associated to 21st chromosome, and in this situation human they are having diploid condition 2n they are having total 46 chromosome, but there is an addition of the 1. So how many they get it? They get that is a 46 plus 1. So now in this condition, there is an addition of 21 copy of 21st chromosome it is get added. So in case of the human, total 46 chromosomes are there, but they obtain plus 1, and that plus 1 it is coming from which chromosome? From 21st chromosome. So that disease it is called as the Down syndrome. No need to remember what is the symptoms and etc etc. That is not part of your syllabus. You have to remember disease, Down syndrome associated with the trisomy. What is the answer? Means it is related to 21st chromosome and diploid plus 1, that is 46 plus 1. Now, second example, Patau syndrome. Such Patau syndrome, it is related to 30th chromosome. It is related to 30th chromosome, and in case of the Patau condition, same condition hoga, that is presence of the 46 chromosome plus 1. So addition of the one copy of chromosome from 13 chromosome. Third one we are talking about, there is a Edwards syndrome. Third one, Edwards syndrome. When you talk about the Edward, again there is a 46 plus 1, that is 2n plus 1, but that Edwards syndrome, they are associated with 18 chromosome. They are associated with the 18 chromosome. So it means that there is a one copy of the chromosome from the 18 is get added and it will become 46 plus 1. Whatever we are talking about, all these diseases, that is a Down syndrome or Patau syndrome or the Edwards syndrome, all these are the diseases, they are related to autosomes. So they are related to autosomes, right? Which is equally segregated in male as well as the female. One unique example which is related to sex chromosome, that is Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome. So in case of the Klinefelter syndrome, it is associated with trisomy of sex chromosome. It is a trisomy of sex chromosome. We'll see that part later in detail. What is the symptoms for the Klinefelter? Basically, when you talk about in organism, normally in organism, autosomes are present, plus there is a presence of the XXY. So यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? There is a one X chromosome present. So when you talk about the Klinefelter in this condition actually, that person basically is a male because Y chromosome is present, but that male, they express some female character also, like ruminatory ovary development, breast development, some features that are similar like a female. So means if talk about that is a completely morphologically that Klinefelter person, they are the male hoga, but some female body character also get developed. So we'll see that part, what is the symptoms with respect to Klinefelter syndrome. So, but it's again related to trisomy with respect to trisomy with respect to sex chromosome, where there is a presence of the autosomes plus there is a presence of XXY. One X chromosome is extra in male. No यश, it is not possible in female. Female में दूसरा होता है disease, हम उसको आगे देखेंगे. In female there is a presence of the Turner syndrome. So Klinefelter syndrome, if you talk about, if you want, you can write down the simple sentence. Morphologically male. Morphologically male, but some female character also develop. Also this get developed. अरे क्या simple है ना Edwards syndrome. 18 chromosome है. Already there is addition of the one copy from the 18 chromosome. That's it. Anika. चलो. Done. So Down syndrome, Patau syndrome, Edwards syndrome, they are related to autosomal diseases. That is a trisomy. Down 21st chromosome, Patau 13 chromosome, and the Edward 18 chromosome. Klinefelter syndrome, these are related to sex chromosome having the genotype that is a X autosome plus XXY. Phenotypically male hoga, but some female character also get developed. So detail we'll talk about later. Means last we talk about what is the exactly symptoms with respect to Klinefelter. So any doubt from the hyperploidy? Any doubt? Chal. Now next condition, hypoploidy. There is a loss of chromosome, deletion of chromosome. Second part,
Ma'am, please scroll up a bit.
write down title, hypoploidy. Hypoploidy means there is a deletion or loss of the one copy or the two copies. So we'll try to understand. Same, we are taking the example. Suppose it's one organism having diploid condition, total 8 chromosomes, or you can say there is a 4 pair of chromosome. So chromosome number 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, and the 4, 4. So the total there are 8 chromosome or the 4 pair. Suppose accidentally there is a loss of chromosome. So -2, I'm using the -2 and one straight line. So what is meaning of that? There is a loss of one copy. Loss of one copy of second chromosome. Loss of one copy of second chromosome, because we are using the symbol that is a minus. So now what happened? They created already organism diploid tha, but due to loss of second one copy of the second chromosome, so we have to represent -1. So diploid organism tha, but there is a loss of one chromosome, so it is represent for the -1, and such condition it is called as monosomy. Okay, such condition it is called as which zomy? There is a monosomy, there is a loss of one copy of chromosome. Suppose similarly, we are taking the another example. Now two different copies of the chromosome it is get deleted. Suppose -2 will delete हुआ and again -3 also. So one copy of second chromosome and the third chromosome it is get deleted. So how you represent? Already organism diploid tha, -1 that is second copy get deleted, again -1 there is a third copy of the get deleted. So these are called as double monosomy. Such condition represented by a simple concept, that is double monosomy. Okay, suppose now we are talking about pair of the chromosome it is get deleted. So same diagram, and we are talking about the next condition, -2 -2, that is entire second chromosome, is two copies of the second chromosome it is get deleted. So such condition it is called as the nullisomy. Such condition it is called as the nullisomic condition, and the nullisomic condition you have to represent it by 2n -2, that is two copies of the second chromosome it is get deleted. और अगर ऐसा condition हुआ, suppose same diagram we are taking, but now in this condition not only two copies of the second chromosome as well as the third chromosome also they get deleted. Your choice, you can delete one first chromosome, you can delete fourth chromosome, so it's your choice. So we deleted -2 -2 straight line, plus we deleted -3 one copy and the second copy also, there is a -3 -3 means two copies of second chromosome as well as the third chromosome. So such condition is represented by 2n -2 -2, that is double nullisomic condition. It's called as double nullisomic condition. Got it? Simple है. Trisomy there is addition, monosomy there is a deletion. Simple. Done, Zachary, Sonal, Sham. Sakshi, Bharat, Rishikesh, Lisa. Zenobia. Okay, good. So next point, examples with respect to monozomy. So we are taking some examples. Suppose we are talking about one disorder. See, again we are talking about this human disorders. Human disorder with respect to monozomy. Monozomy, that is diploid organism but loss of one copy of chromosome. First example we are talking about is a Turner syndrome. Turner syndrome. Turner syndrome basically it is caused in female. It is created in female. So it is a female disease actually. It is a female disorder that is called as the Turner syndrome. And in case of the Turner syndrome, monozomy present hoga. Autosome plus there is a loss of one X chromosome. That is X0. So which condition is there? Autosomes plus X0. X0 means what? Loss of one chromosome. That's why we say there is a monozomy. Another one, second disease is there is a Newman's syndrome. And this Newman syndrome also called as Turner male. It is also called as the Turner male because in this condition male it will be get affected. These are the related to something a male disease. So now what happened in this condition? Again it is coming under the monozomy. Autosomes are there. Plus there is a presence of only Y chromosome. X chromosome is absent. So male hoga definitely, but there is a loss of X chromosome. So autosome plus Y0. 0 means what? Loss of one chromosome. So Turner syndrome, it is mostly present in female. Female it will be get affected. Newman syndrome, in this condition male it will be get affected. And when we talk about the Klinefelter syndrome, male they are morphological Klinefelter. Basically morphologically that person is a male, but some female character also get developed. Got it? Mostly question coming on the Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, and the Turner syndrome. These are the very basic questions from this hyper and the hypoploidy. Any doubt? Any doubt? Roll up. Done? Chalo. So last point, how that unploid is created, because just we discussed there is a 2n plus 1, 2n minus 1. So we are talking about how that one chromosome copy or the two chromosome copy it is get deleted and it is get added. So quickly we'll talk about with respect to how unploid is created. Write down the title, last point, how such kind of aneuploidy it will be created. Okay? So first of all, we'll compare this point with the normal meiosis and the abnormal meiosis. So first of all, in half section, we'll discuss about the what happened in normal meiosis, and this normal meiosis we compare with abnormal meiosis. So when the normal meiosis is there, now the process will be occur during the anaphase 1. So during the anaphase 1, process will be occur, there is a disjunction. Disjunction nothing but there is a equal segregation of chromosome. You know very well, during the anaphase 1, basically homologous chromosome, they get separated and they equally separated. So in this condition, suppose we are taking one example. At diploid condition, total 8 chromosomes are there. Now the process will be occur, there is a meiosis, which is a reductional division. And after the meiosis, whatever the gamete get produced, either male or means either egg or sperm, that gamete they are having total 4 chromosomes in haploid condition. So suppose we just draw, we try to understand. ये chromosome number 1 है, this one, 1 1. These are the chromosome number 2 2 2, 1 1 2 2. Suppose these are the chromosome number 3, and finally we are talking about the chromosome number 4. Total 4 pair or total 4, total 8 chromosome. During the anaphase process, chromosome number 1 they separated from each other because they are homologous. 2 also they get separated from each other. 3 also they get separated from each other, and 4 also they get separated from each other. So now what happened? In this condition, there is a formation of the two gametes. तो यहाँ पे gamete बना, gamete in the sense we are talking about there is a formation of the one cell, and here also there is a formation of the one cell, that is a gamete. And that gamete at haploid condition, total number of the chromosome, that is a 4. So the total 8 chromosome they equally segregated into two gametes, that is a 4 chromosome and the 4 chromosome. So such condition, these are called as the normal meiosis process. Janil, it's a normal meiosis which is occurred during the anaphase 1. But when you talk about the abnormal meiosis in this condition, during the anaphase 1, during when the homologous chromosome it is gets separated, that time the process will be occur non-disjunction. Non-disjunction nothing but there is a unequal segregation of chromosome. Non-disjunction. Abnormal meiosis. So just try to understand. Same example हम ले रहे, that is in diploid condition, total number of the 8. The process will be occur, that is a meiosis process. The process will be occur, that is a meiosis. During the meiosis, now there is a formation of the gamete. But यहाँ पे गड़बड़ हुआ. In this condition, we are talking about chromosome number 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. 1 1 2 2 3 3 and 4 4. So in this condition, chromosome number 1 they equally get separated. 2 also it will be equally get separated. 3 also it is equally get separated. But there is just something happening with chromosome number 4. Entire, that is 2 copies of the chromosome they transfer into one gamete. So when there is a gamete formation, यहाँ पे gamete बना. So that gamete basically they are having chromosome number 1 2 3. Which gamete is present? Chromosome number 1 भी होगा, 2 भी होगा, 3 भी होगा, 4 chromosome number is missing. So that's why you can represent this condition, that is a n minus 1. That talk as a, what we say, that is a n minus 1. Now what happened in second condition? Whatever the gamete will be get formed, already they are having one copy of first chromosome, one copy of the second chromosome, one copy of the 3 chromosome, but they are having 2 copies of the 4 chromosome. So now it is become, पहले haploid था, but there is an addition of the one copy of 4th chromosome. So it is represented by n plus 1. So do you understand what is happening here? During the abnormal meiosis, due to unequal segregation of the chromosome, one gamete they are obtaining n minus 1. This part is important. Another gamete it will be get obtained, that is n plus 1. So in one condition, trisomy means in one condition there is a gain of one copy, and in another chromosome there is a loss of one copy. Now suppose we are talking about how the diploid organism it is get produced. Should I continue?
Ma'am, please show the normal meiosis part.
Exactly. You can take the screenshot also. It's very easy actually. It's an unequal segregation of chromosome during anaphase 1. It's totally depend upon that. Done? Now, just imagine we are talking about what happened during the fertilization process. Suppose this abnormal meiosis product, that is a gamete, what they get formed, they undergo the fertilization. Now, what happened? In this condition, we are talking about n minus 1. One gamete. That n minus 1, they cross with the n, that is a normal gamete, haploid gamete. So one gamete what get produced, that is n minus 1 due to abnormal meiosis, and now they cross with the normal gamete. Now what will be the product? Product will be formed n 2n minus 1, and that 2n minus 1 nothing but you can say there is a monozomy. Monozomy. ये था हमारा abnormal gamete, that is n minus 1, and now they fused with, they fertilized with normal gamete. And if such condition is there, that time they create monozomy condition. Suppose now you are taking the another abnormal gamete, that is n plus 1. Gain hua n plus 1. Such n plus 1, 1 second Yash, they again fused with the normal gamete. Now it's okay. So what we understand, we are taking a two gamete. One gamete is abnormal gamete, another one that is a normal gamete. So abnormal gamete, they are n minus 1. N minus 1 they fused with the normal gamete, they produce which condition? That is a monozomy, that is 2n minus 1. Similarly, you are taking the another abnormal gamete, that is a n plus 1. They cross with the normal gamete. So in this condition, organism whatever it is get produced, that is 2n plus 1. Simply you can say that is a trisomy. So whatever the organism it is get produced, they may be monozomy or the trisomy, and it is due to abnormal meiosis. Due to abnormal meiosis, there is a no equal segregation of the chromosome. So one gamete they obtain some extra set of chromosome, another gamete they obtain some less set of chromosome. And suppose if randomly, accidentally, if that gamete they fused, they fertilize, so whatever the progeny will get produced, the progeny that having maybe loss of chromosome, that is monozomy, or maybe there is a gain of chromosome, that is trisomy. Got it? So do you understand? These are the entire information about aneuploidy. Any doubt? Any doubt? Madhura? Okay. Sakshi? Okay? Fine. Yeah. So next class, we'll discuss about the euploidy, and again deletion or addition of the some basic set of chromosome under the euploidy. We'll discuss some example specifically in plant. Thank you. Bye.